Hi guys, here we have a electric scooter, as you can see here. But there's a problem at the back here. The rear mudguard is broken off, as you can see here. So I'm going to have a look at that today. This securing holes are broken off also. Bit of a stupid design if you ask me, as they're flush. I've took two of the bolts out. There's the one remaining. As you can see, that's the mounting for it. Still in place. So what I've got to do now is remove that bolt. The last bolt. This one was a bit stiff, that's why it's still in there. I had to put some WD-40 on it. So I'm just removing that now. That's that way. Now I've managed to locate, well, I managed to find some bolts that fit, and these are the bolts here. To show you, they're screwed into the hole nicely, but obviously I'm going to have to cut them down because they're too long. I'm going to have to measure the size of what I need and cut the bolts down, otherwise they'll protrude into the battery underneath. So first thing I'm going to do is put a nut after, put a nut before I cut the bolt, so I don't ruin the thread. And I'm just measuring the depth I need after I've measured it off the mudguard. And I'm just, you can use a hacksaw, I'm just snapping off with a pair of pliers or snips. Just snapped it off there, and then just take the nut off, just to make sure the thread is clean. And there's the 3 bolts with the 3 washers, and I bought these plastic screw caps to cover the bolts. So this is the process. Just put the washer on first, and then put it into the screw cap cover. And I'm going to do the same with these two, which are for the back. They're slightly longer. Same process. Put the washer over, and then the screw cap goes on. But before I get to fitting that, I've got to turn to the mudguard, because you see this black wire here, that's for the brake lights, and originally that was held in by like a clear sealant there. But what I'm going to do is, or what I've already done, I'll just show you here. I made some holes in the underside of the mudguard here. Made 3 holes with this hot screwdriver. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cable tie the brake light cable to the underside, so it's up and out of the way. Don't want it rubbing on the tyre, because that will cause a problem. So I'm going to make sure it's tucked up out of the way. That's the one. That's the first cable tie I'm fitting there. I'll fit another 2. And there you can see I'm just fitting the other one. And there you can see they're all 3 in place, and the brake light cable is up and out of the way. So I'm just going to just tuck the cable into this little recess at the front here. And that's just ready to be bolted down now. You can see the holes are lined up here. So it's just a matter of screwing these bolts in. You can see here I've already started screwing them in because I've got the camera in the one hand. It's a bit tricky. I should have used my tripod. But you can see me just tightening them down. Don't have to do them too tight. So I'm just tightening up the 3 bolts here. Let's give this front one a final tightening. This front one's shorter than the other 2. So it doesn't go through too far and hit the battery. And now that that's done, just got to flip over these screw cover caps, like so. They just pop over. And that's that, pretty much. And as you can see, it's nice and sturdy here. And it needs to be sturdy because, I'll show you here. It needs to be sturdy because when you fold it down to carry it, it locks onto the little clip on a mudguard, so that's going to be firm, otherwise it'll fall off. And as you can see there, just lift it up and show you, it's nice and sturdy. And I'll just undo it again. I'll just lock the handlebars in place. And that pretty much concludes. Thanks for watching once again, and subscribe.